Hello there, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and sorry I uploaded this video without audio. Here is the audio. Now you can hear me. This story was just a fun little crazy story I was trying to do quickly as I'm editing a roast reaction for today. Guys, Kumail Nanjiani, you may know him from Silicon Valley, Stuber, The Big Sick, and upcoming Eternal, as part of Marvel's Eternals. He just shocked the internet today by revealing how thirsty he's become. For those of you who don't know him or can't remember, that's who we're talking about, Kumail Nanjiani. He was on Movie Fights a while ago, and I didn't know how to say his name. Now I do. I apologize. It's a very uncomfortable moment when it was spelled phonetically, and then I hadn't prepared that, and I'm really bad with learning names. It takes me saying it 100 times, and I just completely embarrassed myself in front of him. Anyway, I do like Kumail a lot. He's a really funny guy. I love The Big Sick. I'm not that excited about Eternals, but I'm excited. I'm curious, and I like that he's in it. But anyway, needless to say, he's in this Marvel movie, so he felt the need to get in shape. And people had sort of seen it coming, that they were like, well, look at these muscles on him. Is he growing? And sure enough, he was growing some muscles. And then lo and behold, ba-bam! Ba-bam! As Jarrett Weiselman said, I was not prepared. I don't think any of us were prepared. Look at this. God. I mean, look, I am comfortable in my own masculinity. I can appreciate the male body when I see it. That is just a lot of work right there. Mass respect. Look at that tone, those chiseled abs, just overall structure. Dude looks like a superhero and a god. And it's just kind of funny because I wouldn't have predicted him to ever feel the need to go that hard on crafting his tone and stuff. And it's just impressive. But what was really impressive beyond just staring at like, my God, I can appreciate, just like Chris Hemsworth, I can see him with his shirt off and go, well, damn, that's a lot of work. Good for you, Chris. I see the work. I see you. Beyond just the look, I was really impressed with what he said. He sort of revealed the honest truth about sort of these Marvel diets. Because, yes, anybody can look like this if they want to. That is fact. You can. But it's a lot easier if you have money and people help you do it to make chefs and, trainers, etc. So he actually brought that down in a very realistic way. So let's hear it from him. I never thought I'd be one of those people who would post a thirsty shirtless, but I've worked way too hard for way too long, so here we are. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I found out a year ago I was going to be in Marvel's Eternals, and I decided I wanted to transform how I looked. I would not be able to do this if I didn't have a full year with the best trainers and nutritionists paid for by the biggest studio in the world. The key part there. Best trainers and nutritionists paid for by Disney. I'm glad I look like this, but I also understand why I never did before. It would have been impossible without these resources and time. So big thanks to Grant Roberts Fit, who started working with me at the beginning of the year and made me understand true physical pain for months and months. Then, once we started shooting, massive thanks to Dave Higgins London and his team for training me almost every day and making me strong, limber, and injury-free. I can almost touch my toes now. And thank you for forcing me to do cheat meals, David. I don't know if that's David Higgins or he was in a movie with Bautista. That would be Dave, I guess. Anyway, Matthew Street Catering for their delicious and healthy meals. And finally, the biggest thanks goes to Emily V. Gordon for putting up with me, complaining, and talking about only working out and dieting for the past year. I promise I'll be interesting again someday. Thirsty shirtless. Photo by Mark. Edit. I have left off a very important person, Lance Callahan, who trained me for 6 years and helped me build the foundation I could use to do this. Thank you. And then we have Terry Crews going, damn, proud of you. We have some other funny. Mon Funches, hell yeah. Glenn Howerton from We Sunny. Not bad, however, not bad, Haas? Oh, not bad, Haas. Not bad at all. Steve Agee, dude. Edgar Wright, Jesus Christ. Emily V. Gordon, his wife, worth it. Colin Hanks, I think Emily is going to be okay, but seriously, well done, sir. A lot of people in there, friends, colleagues, celebrities chiming in on this. Just shocking growth. But again, kudos to Kumail for being honest about it. Now, look, anybody can do this. Obviously, somebody of my body type with a lot more flab and pieces, I'm sure I could bulk those up and turn them into muscle, no doubt. But it's a lot easier, he's right, when he has sort of he had a pretty, look, he wasn't out of shape. I mean, he just wasn't, he wasn't like a muscle guy. He's just a very average, normal guy with a little bit of, you can tell, he's soft. And he hardened everything up, and good for him. That does make it a little easier if you spend a year with money, nutritionist trainers, etc. So look, all that helps. Not like anybody can do this. This isn't like the Subway diet. Can we even say that anymore? Or is that just now? Can't even talk about that because of what's he who shall not be named. Anyway, anybody can do this with help. And I'm glad he called that out. And I'm glad he also pointed out Disney paid for it. Disney's like, yeah, we'll give you a trainer for the year. Go get in shape. I wonder how much that actually costs. How much do they pay a trainer? All fascinating questions my head goes into. Like, that just adds so much more to the budget. But hey, he looks like this, and people are now going to talk about it. People are going to notice it. It's free press. Better than spending $100,000 on some influencer for the year, which pays some trainer that for the year to get him trained, instead of some promo that they would have spent. Disney spends money like crazy on promos. So I think well worth it. But most importantly, kudos, Kumail. That's impressive. Good for you. You should feel proud. Look, as a out of shape person, I know I should be always more in shape. I tried. I get more out of shape when I make these videos because I'm constantly editing over the computer, sitting. You got to remember to get up and walk and get outside, get sunlight, be motion, have motion in your life. Without it, it's tough. And so it's hard for regular people, everyday people, to get this kind of built because, as he says, time and money. Most people have to be working and doing what they need to do day to day or be with their kids or what. It's hard to be active to the level you need to be active to get this toned and spend hours in the gym every morning. But it's totally doable. You can do it if you want to do it. So bravo. He wanted to do it. I think this just sort of gives him a lot more respect in my book, and I think will with other directors and people working with him, because he's always been a smart, funny guy. Don't get me wrong. But now he's just sort of, he wants to be unknown of like, yeah, I got that Marvel movie, and I want to look like a Hemsworth. I want to look like Chris Evans. Yeah, Chris Evans leaving? Don't worry. Look at me. I got it. I got America's ass. So bravo, kudos to him. I can appreciate this. I hope you guys can too. That takes some serious willpower to do it. I'm just curious, did Disney Plus create a show this past year? They should have been documenting that transformation, like Biggest Loser style. Some sort of transformation of watching him funnily in the gym. What would we call it? We could call it the Big Thick. No, how about like Shoulder Bone Valley? Yeah. Yeah? Or like, how about, yeah, no, that's all I got. What do you think? Give me a funnier Kumail workout show. Comments down below or on social media. And could you do this? Could you, if you got the call from Marvel, like, you know what? You listening right now, you could be a Marvel superhero, but you got to get to the gym for a year and you got to look like that by the end of the year. Could you do it? Would you have the willpower to do it if you had all that money and a chef and a trainer? I think it'd be a lot easier then, wouldn't it be? Tell me your thoughts. What do you think? Does he look good? Round of applause for thirsty Kumail Nanjiani. Are you excited for Eternals? This doesn't make me more excited, but I'm curious about this movie. I've always been curious. What do you think? Leave your comments down below. I got more content coming soon. Thank you so much for watching, and that's all we got. Bye.